Hey guys, Annika here, and I'm back with a quick take about what's been going on this weekend. In today's video, I'll be talking about Joe Biden, but before I move on, make sure to like, comment, and share this video. If you like what I do here, be sure to subscribe to my page. So let's just jump right into it, y'all. The last time I gave a quick take, I was talking about Lana Del Rey, but within the past 24 hours, I'll be talking about Joe Biden. So if you guys have not heard what's been going on, or if you haven't seen the clip, please, before watching this, Google Joe Biden and Charlemagne the God, so you have some context to what I'm talking about today. So yesterday, Joe Biden had a little interview with Charlemagne the God, and at the end of the interview, Joe Biden says to Charlemagne, Joe Biden, presidential candidate for 2020, by the way, says to Charlemagne the God that if you're on the fence about voting for me versus Trump, you ain't black. Before I go any further, The Breakfast Club is a syndicated television show. So we'll probably be seeing this clip again in some reruns. Just to reiterate, Joe Biden, presidential candidate for 2020, said to Charlemagne the God from The Breakfast Club that if you are still on the fence about voting for me over Trump, you ain't black. That's what that man said. Okay. I really encourage everyone to please go watch the clip so you can formalize your own opinion. The clip is like 30 seconds. It's not even that long. I read an article first before I watched the clip. And I'm gonna just jump right into my hot take about what he said. First and foremost, I think we all can agree that a white man cannot tell the black community or a black person that they are not being black enough. White people do not hold the black culture in their hands. So I'm shocked at just how tone deaf he was. I am going to cut Joe a little bit of slack because if you watch the video, I really think he just thought he was trying to be funny. But because you are a presidential candidate for 2020, you don't get to be funny. You have to be on it all the time. Like, Joe Biden, he's not charming like Barack Obama or like Bill Clinton. Like, black people love Bill Clinton. Me personally, I have my own thoughts about the man, about the Clintons in general, but black people, especially older black people, really love Bill Clinton. And I think Joe is trying to go for like that cool white guy. See, I'm down with the culture. Like, I say cool shit. And instead he comes off like so out of touch and very aloof. Like, I just don't understand why he said that. So him basically saying that black people who are unsure about voting for Joe Biden just aren't black enough really set a chain of emotions off in the black community. Personally, to my second point, I don't want to say Joe Biden is handing Trump the election, but I just think he's making it not even easier for people to vote for Trump, but he's just making it easier for people to not want to vote at all. I think most people, at least people that I've talked to, they don't want to vote for Trump. But they don't want to really vote for Joe either, but they were going to give Joe their vote because Bernie is no longer in the race. A lot of people would prefer to vote for Bernie or just for like a Green Party candidate, whatever. So to see him get on national TV and make a comment like that, even if he meant no malice behind it, it just comes off it just comes off immature. And it comes off very young and juvenile. Like, you're not some young, hip, white millennial who just, fucked up. You're an old, 70-year-old man. You don't say stuff like that. Even if you were joking, it's a bad joke. You're not funny. Stop. Just don't even say it. And to my third point, even though even though Joe made a unsavory comment yesterday when talking to Charlemagne the God, I want us to remember that Trump made the same unsavory comments during the 2016 campaign, and he still makes those same comments today during his actual presidency. I can't tell people who to vote for. This is not that type of platform at all. Vote for whoever you want to vote for. However, I just think when I watched the clip with Joe, it just gave me kind of pandering vibes. Like, For some reason, you're being interviewed by Charlamagne the God. I don't particularly know why. I mean, well, The Breakfast Club had Bernie Sanders on, so it's not that far-fetched, but you're interviewing with The Breakfast Club because we all know that millennials watch The Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club gravitates towards young people. So I understand why you would be interviewed by Charlamagne the God, but why get on there and act like you're not trying to be the president of the United States? Like, he just came off like he was trying too hard to be cool. And I don't know if it's like the Democrats are trying to take a note out of like Trump's book where, like, you guys know Trump says whatever he wants to say. And he gets criticized for it from like the left, but the right, I mean, they don't like him like that either, but they're not as hard on him as the left is. And I think Joe Biden is trying to like come off like, yeah, I say whatever I want to, but I'm not like that other guy. I really care about black people. I really care about minorities. You know, you wouldn't catch me saying it's a Chinese virus, but you just said that if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. It's just, this is why I can totally see why people don't vote. I can see it. I can totally see it because, like, this is the options that you have. Biden or Trump. At the end of the day, vote for whoever you want to vote for. But I just found his behavior to be childish and very, very young. And I would hope he will, his team, whoever his campaign manager is, whoever is in his camp, will just sit him down and say, you need to stick to the script. You don't get to go off script. You don't get to make any comments. You stick to what we fucking wrote you. Excuse my language. You stick to what we wrote for you. I will say this before I end. This is just a hot take on like how I feel and all the emotions that I got from watching it. Something that I thought was interesting is that I know black people who are conservative and Republicans who, I don't know if they voted for Trump, but their political alliance usually is Republican or conservative. And when talking to them or spending time with them in other black spaces, they are oftentimes told that they are not black enough because they are Republican or because they're conservative. And when I watched the clip with Joe Biden and Charlamagne, my first thought is, well, you know, black people say that to other black people all the time. However, I'm not making any excuses for Joe. He should not have said that because he is a white man and he's not in any way a part of the black experience in America. So he cannot make any comments on what is black enough or not black enough. So he was wrong. He was out of line. But I really want us in the black community to think about the things that we say to each other when it comes to politics. I know. Some of y'all have said to y'all fellow black friends and family members that, oh, you're not black because you're a Republican or you're a conservative. I kind of want us to think about the type of language we use in our own community. And before I conclude, just remember that Trump did say grab him by the pussy and he still became president. So I don't know. Joe may still have a shot at becoming president at the end of this year. I don't know. I doubt it personally, because if Trump keep giving y'all stimulus checks, y'all gonna bring them MAGA hats out and y'all gonna overlook some shit. I already know, but it is what it is. And yes, I know Trump isn't really the one that's giving you the stimulus checks. I know the second one that we're supposed to hopefully get came from the Democrats and they really pushed for it. But all I'm saying is, the more stimulus checks that the president signs his name on, I believe the more likely he is to be president for a second term. I don't know what's going on with Joe. The clip was just, it shows you just how much politicians really do pander to the black vote and how much they pander to the minority vote, period. Like, it didn't make me feel seen. It made me feel like, oh yeah, let me go on this black talk show and talk to the blacks real quick so I can get the black vote. And then I'm gonna make a joke about how if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, bro. And it's like, you're not charming. Joe isn't charming enough to make those fucking jokes. Like that's the thing. It's all about persona and delivery. You are not that. I think if he was a Bill Clinton, y'all would have been like, oh yeah. If he was a Bernie, then again, Bernie wouldn't have said that shit anyway. But Joe is not likable. He falls, to me, he's in the same camp as Hillary, and just like they're not that likable as people. I don't know. I'm just saying my thoughts. This is my quick take. At the end of the day, Joe should never said it, and hopefully he can turn this around. What are you guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Peace.